question of should they be initiated or not initiated. According to the rules, they should be initiated. That we know that's a fact. But if someone has attraction to worship Krishna and they're not initiated, and they get a deity and they put it in their house and worship them, then that's actually a good thing, because they become attracted to Krishna, they want to worship. They may not have been officially initiated, but generally that will lead them to want to practice more and more and become initiated at least. So I don't think it's wrong that nobody can worship a deity unless you've got your diksha mantras and things like that. Otherwise, in the beginning, I think they can be encouraged, but they are educated and told the proper procedure, and they'll be expected to come up to a higher standard. Of course, they should be educated. I've seen in Chowpatty they have what they call welcoming, deity welcomings. And they don't do an official full-on festival with the Brahmaputistas and things like that. But they have a little abhishek and kirtan. And then generally Radhanath Maharaj, or whoever's there, the most senior devotee, they'll give a name. And they'll give instruction. And I've heard on quite a few occasions Radhanath Maharaj, he gives them a lecture about how deity worship. And how sincere and serious they should be in worship. Krishna has come to your house. So you treat him as such. So he gives them lots of advice and he speaks to them very seriously, the commitment they're making, and how everything should be very first class and clean and punctual. And you can see it goes in. They feel it, and most of them, they continue that worship, and they have quite nice time. And also we've been to the full-on installation when everyone is there, and all the homers and the jugnas, and 3 days at a time, and the adivashis and things like that, and fantastic abhisheks and dressing gorgeous, everything. And then the festival's finished and everybody goes, and then there's one or two pujaris there who are left to do the cooking and puja and everything else, and nobody told them really anything. We're supposed to do the puja, and it's not successful. It turns out a fiasco. Whereas the Grihastha household, they have a much better conception and better understanding, because they had that training and experience, at least from their guru or senior devotees there, and they can actually maintain a better standard. And you have a big show, but if you really are not really conscious of how to worship the deity, or lack of manpower and things like that, then actually that becomes it would have been better to have the Grihastha standard. I had the deity of Krishna before I was a devotee. Before I met the devotees, plaster of Paris deity, just Krishna alone. I used to carry him around with me, talk to him, things like that. He didn't talk back, but but it was enthusing for me. It was encouraging for me to have a deity. I didn't know anything whatsoever about deity worship or anything. But I think if someone had come up to me and said, you can't have that deity because you have to be a Brahman and initiated, what's Brahman was initiated, I don't know. And another thing is that the acharya or the guru, he can accept a lot of responsibility. if he sees that the disciples are quite serious and genuine, and he authorizes them to worship, and he carries a lot of that. He carries a lot of that. What's the word? Like Krishna says, I will carry what they lack. So the Guru, because he's looking after these people, it's his intention, their welfare. So obviously he will, his instruction, injunction, and he'll keep them on the proper path.